Good evening. Saturday night, 9 o'clock. This is a little hotter than I expected it to be, but I'm doing the greenhouse effect for the hair, where you condition it, But I didn't add any extra. I got some conditioner that I got in there. That's a heavy duty conditioner. I would tell you what it says, but it's in Spanish. But anyway, I just wanted to address an issue by living here in Memphis. I've been living in Memphis, Tennessee. My elderly called me because her only daughter had passed away, and I always get calls for stuff. But anyway, and her living conditions were horrible, and the people that were taking care of her. This town has really went all the way downhill, and I was able to watch it decline. And with it seems like with the more like in the 80s with the police, then they came all up in here, before they really started the war on drugs, and there was really just a bunch of working class people, homes, and like everybody sort of was a little private entrepreneur, hustler, and Lurleen, and used to call her Water Valley, and I can't think of Unc's name, but Mr. Water Valley, Uncle Water Valley. But anyway, he used to grow, sell watermelons and fruits and vegetables, and and they had chickens, and they cooked food, and they would rent out to different musicians because frankly, even though they couldn't stay in a hotel, they probably had better comfort. Like they could come and go. The houses are separated, and you know what I mean. It was like the black people around here. They made their money in a lot of ways, but it was more of being self-sufficient. Growing cotton, making your own clothes, and there was one time there was a certain pride, and then loving hands at home became like a like it was. Then it became, you went to the store. It became something to be ashamed of, But anyway, like, I just wanted to address the fact that how this neighborhood had declined, how the school systems here have, and how really, like, very mean, nasty, and ugly, and very hostile the police and the fire department. The fire department's a little iffy on that, but they have some type of thing here in the South where it has gotten worse. I remember my dad was a doctor, and we was around some other doctors, and they were addressing the issue about the South and the conditions that and the politics around the South. And I remember they were saying like my dad's Jewish, so he's like, I remember they were like, their attitude is so self-destruction that the more the white racist person, basically these professional men, they're just pure shit. There's nothing you can do about it. They do evil, hateful things. But anyway, like, I was like on my, because I put, like, hashtags, fuck the cops. I mean, I haven't did anything. Trust me, I've been to jail before. I've been to jail before with my ex-husband, selling heroin. I wasn't. I didn't have nothing to do with anything because I was already divorced for him a year and a half. They were even like, oh, something about, I don't even know what the fuck they was talking about. But, what I'm saying, yeah, it basically because of his birth defect and him being able to go around and making crystal meth, you know, basically. Anyway, you know, they became a big supplier. But I left. I was gone. You know what I'm saying? He left. It was over kaput. You know, we weren't having sex. It wasn't anymore. It was like what you're supposed to do when you have a divorce. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, and you know, but anyway, like, and so like, you know, a lot of people, because of me not fraternizing and not really. You know, like, I didn't grow up, I guess, like, in the ghetto or the hood. I never depended to do. I didn't grow up thinking I was white either. You know, for some reason, I was very proud of, you know, I remember one time, like, my mom was sort of upset because, like, these Irish kids said something about a nigger or anyway. But I already knew, like, the Irish was calling themselves nigger, so I wouldn't, anyway, like, my brother had went home crying, hanging out with them, and they had said something about that, and I was like, well, I'm the princess of the motherfucking niggers, and, bitch, you know what I'm saying? And Irish like to fight, but anyway, anyway, she was sort of like my friend. Anyway, I didn't end up fighting them. It's like, I ended up getting my shoe tied, my shoelaces tied, which I never tied them. You know, they always used to come untied, so I was like, fuck it. Back then you had to tie your shoelaces. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So like I see like them being very ultra sensitive and running and crying, you know what I'm saying? And that's very, very more acceptable in human, especially at the age my brother was. You know what I'm saying? You know, and like here, you know what I'm saying? But it's not, I don't think it's so acceptable, like, past 9. But anyway, I wasn't even past 9. You know, girls, you know, females and males, you know, you know what I'm saying, before, you know, guys hit puberty, I could beat the fuck out of them. Yeah. Once they hit puberty, there's a little difference in weight and height. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was like, I don't understand why, like, the police that got me, like, they're like, I'm like 5'3" and shit. They're like 6'1" and shit. You know, like almost 300 pounds, you know, 200 some pounds and shit. You know what I mean? All of them got me by 125 pounds plus, you know, and shit. And you know what I'm saying? But they keep picking on it. And I realize they keep picking on it because, like, because, like, you know, first of all the policemen I knew were junkies. Crack fiend, junkie ass. They were the only ones, like, they're the only ones that really fuck these you know what I'm saying? You know, like they ask questions like, where's your dildo? I don't own one. They look like a torture instrument. And if a guy brings me a dildo, I just think he might have had it in his ass. And people don't wash those things. I remember there was this girl, I had a roommate once, like, you know, in this place I was, like, in college or someplace. Anyway, she used to put the shit in the drawer. I hear that night and zzz. Probably I just tell her, I never see that bitch take that shit in the bathroom or wash it, or, you know what I'm saying, she just throw that shit in the drawer and she would get it out of the drawer. I'm like, that shit is nasty. I wonder why people have STDs, you know. Yeah, wouldn't dust stick on there? You know, I don't know. But anyway, I mean, but, so, like, they have a certain, so, like, what they said it was shit because they have a certain way that the propaganda had geared the illusion that black people are, like, you know, ugly, or hair is ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, here this bitch is, you know, is gonna fuck with my computer 3 times, right? And like, they called me, you know, and I have the letter from the city hall where they said they had, you know, like, you know, was fucking with my shit. So anyway, you know, so, and you know, it's like what's new? You know, and you do the same shit over and over again, it gives you a better understanding with the repetition. But you know, like they're like, I always get that, oh, you're stupid. You know, like now, like fuck with your Facebook because you say hashtag fuck the police. Well, fuck the police. That's all they do over here. You know what I'm saying? This is like all the other houses, like I got 2 houses over here empty, and there's a whole empty lot. You know what I'm saying? Because like this, all people used to grow shit. You know what I'm saying? Then they thought they were, and then they made all these promises how they were going to do all this shit for us in this community by indexing it off. So they brought police in here. And what did the police do? They told the police, well, yeah, if they're selling drugs there, you can get the houses. So the police, you know what I'm saying? I'm selling no fucking drugs. I'm not working at all. That would be too much like the full out of word, okay? I don't know what part of that not working they don't fucking understand. I'm not even worried about bringing these motherfuckers out. I just want to tear all this shit down. I decided there's no sense in investing in all the money that I would have to have, you know, to put like a apartment over here because of the policing and the type of politics that they have around here, because this neighborhood looks like they actually dump all the trash down here because they you know what I'm saying, and you know, and it's an illness here. It's a real illness, like the obesity problem they have here, like the diabetes problems they have here, the type of food that people eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people like around here they're like, oh yeah, you eat strange food or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when I hang out with 70, 80-year-old people, you know, and I mentioned something, I was like, ooh. Mentioned something I was gonna make. They were like, "Oh, that's good." And they know all about how to make it. You know what I'm saying? If you had to cook all the time every single day, you know what I'm saying? Especially back then, you know what I'm saying? You had to use fresh produce. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with that. I know people now that are like, "Oh, yeah, I can't eat that. I can't eat a carrot. Carrots are nasty." I ain't never heard of that. You eat the fuck out of some carrot cake, I bet you. Because it's delicious. Anyway, but with you know, and the reason why it is like it is here is because of the education system. It is because of the everybody thinking that it's a good idea to whoop. I mean, everybody around in this neighborhood are Christians, right? And like all of them, they keep calling the cops on their own motherfucking kids because, you know, the kids are on drugs. Why the fuck? You know, you raised the motherfucker, and you really think that calling somebody else that doesn't know your child or know you or has a vested interest in your child's future, you know, is gives a fuck about you? You know what I'm saying? When this whole community has a fucking crack problem, an AIDS problem, you know, it's funny, you know, like here, like right when AIDS hit, I remember like Irma Jean was going to the Catholic Church over there on, what is it, on Neely, and let me see if I got a picture right here, and yeah, oh no, that's Aunt Lurleen. We'll have to find Irma Jean. Oh, there's a picture of Irma Jean. But anyway, they brought in all these Africans. Where is it? Can you see Irma Jean? That's Irma Jean, and I think she was like got out of college or went to college. That's Irma Jean Thomas. Now on that Lurleen. Oh, okay. So anyway, so they had lived here with Eugene, and Lurleen was married to Eugene Thomas, and we have those pictures somewhere. They're way in the back. And anyway, so she started going to that Catholic church, and they brought in these Africans, and then I think sister got AIDS first, and then Irma Jean got it, and then the father there got it. All three of them were dead. And then I believe Irma Jean gave it to Ralph Hamilton down here. He died, and then Ralph's sister that moved in after he died, because their mother had died. Ralph had I don't know who died first, his mother, but right around the same time his mother died. So then their sister, Baby Doll, I don't remember her real name, she took over it. And her son, Derek, it's so sad that because of like the school system and the way that they're doing it, you know, you're saying you could look at Detroit in so many ways as an example on the type of politics and what we have to look forward to. I was seeing today where Elizabeth Warren, who I think is a very intelligent lady, I don't know if they really want intelligent people in Congress. I think they want greedy, narcissistic motherfuckers that are very selfish and worry about their own gratification and incapable of empathizing or comprehending anybody else's feelings. Sort of like a fucked up, you know, narcissistic, you know, fascist sociopath. But she's not that, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? I mean, to put like a delicious tidbit in a tank of sharks. But she's been there, you know what I'm saying? She might have, you know, she probably has nice nails, long nails, and very healthy teeth or something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but she was talking about how you know the Republicans is the Republicans are GOPs, okay? How the GOPs now are wanting to rob Social Security, and I don't even know why, because like when you work, they take it out of your paycheck automatically. So when you're like 62 or 65, you can retire. So it's automatically taken out of your pay for you. So, and it doesn't make any sense why we have some of the politics, except for that the United States no longer owns the federal bank. You know, I think like we have like a few families that own that. Well, let's see, the Cox brothers. No, well we know the Cloth and Rockefellers. Oh, there's a few. And you know, and like some, like I can't stand boxing, and like I really don't like. I know people that find like when people fall and hurt themselves, they find humor in it. I don't really. I always used to get accused of, especially when I was younger, to empathize. But when I get older, I empathize a little bit more because you know what I'm saying? That's just me. And I understand, like, here with the way they're raising it, they don't empathize with anybody else. They don't understand that pain it signifies something that's bad, because they've been brought up being whooped, and as a very young child, the pain, you know what I'm saying? I've seen this mother over here, she's sitting with her kid, the kid's screaming out in pain and agony because the shit hurts, right? So she goes, yeah, what you screaming for? And just start hitting him harder. I'm like, that's wild and crazy. And I say something and everybody jumps on my ass. You know what I'm saying? I feel very uncomfortable. Like, I don't even like to go around to the doctor's office. Especially, I don't really want to be around where they have their fucking kids. Because I find that causing kids pain, you know, I just think it's the cruelest and the worst thing that you could do to your fucking child. And you know what I'm saying? And that double binding hypocritical the way that some Christians, you know, not all, but some Christians are very judgmental, and their way of teaching is that of causing pain and discomfort. You can't teach by causing pain and discomfort. That's why I think right now Memphis is at a critical point to where they need to fix something and fix it quick. And that's the master plan. Just have these motherfuckers, you know, all locked up in jail, or, you know, dying of some disease, and therefore the pharmaceuticals can make a lot of money. You know, I think it'll always be here to make a lot of money, and you have a lot of choices. And if you choose to make money off of death and suffering, like look what they did to Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say if they, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had a problem. You know, and it's, you know, one thing, Joe Jackson decided to have his kids in the sex industry. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? His brothers were bullied, chastised, and for some reason couldn't recognize their own talents, was too busy criticizing and judging everybody else. And that's the illness there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Michael was making money. It was, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, he probably would have shared tenfold, he probably would have dropped more than what they was, you know. Anyway, so he died, so yeah, maybe they made some money, everybody's very, very rich. But who's to say, I mean, look at a lot of these stars out here, you know, I mean, I don't know. There are people that are still going, that are still alive. I'm trying to think of some. Not that easy. You know, like the British people, the white people. Let's see, like the Rolling Stones, Queen. Not Queen. That guy died. What's that guy with the tongue? Ozzy. Or I don't. Oh, he's still alive. But you know what I'm saying? There's certain. You know what I'm saying? And they still can generate. They're still generating money. They would still be generating money for the manager. You know, maybe if they, if you know what I'm saying, but the black community has that. We have bought into the propaganda. There is, I do believe racism has affected the community in a real way that is causing that it's okay to do wrong. Because like in Ferguson, it's okay for that policeman to shoot this child. They have perfectly good reasons why you know, why the police should, you know, be above the law. They have the Brotherhood of Police. Look what they're doing to the fucking mayor. The mayor just stated the obvious. He has a black son. I don't know what part of the police that they had to do with what the police is mourning. They had nothing to do with the guy that shot. He stated the fact he's a fucking father. And if you're a policeman and you can't respect and empathize somebody else, do not expect anybody to comprehend a double-biting hypocrite, fascist, ass, narcissistic, psychotic bitch. It's just impossible. You're crazy. Anyway, I'm sick, you know, of looking at, you know what I'm saying? Look, this ain't my first rodeo. You know what I'm saying? When I came up here, I was already told this is exactly what it was. And about your statement about I can't spell, that's why I own dictionaries, motherfucker. You know, they didn't say nothing about when I was went to Butler Community College in Wichita, Kansas, on the Air Force Base, McConnell Air Force Base, and got an A in creative writing. Nobody gave a fuck. Sort of, you know what I'm saying? Before they had computers and spell check, I still got a fucking dictionary. They still got a dictionary. They keep making it. So don't worry about my fucking spelling. But if it makes you feel superior, go ahead. You're not the first motherfucker. Jesus, that's some shit they used to, the niggas used to, you know what I'm saying? You know, that just lets me know how you are. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't be the way you do me. You know what I'm saying? So what if you can steal my my shit on my birthday? And so what if you stole some trash? That just lets me know who you are. So what if you worry about what type of shit I got, material stuff I got? At the same time you think I got this and I got that, but she don't got shit. She poor. And look what I got. Oh, yeah. Isn't that nice how much you care about me being jealous of your shit? Yeah. Yeah, too bad. You be the first motherfucker I'm jealous of some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. Maybe because I don't give a fuck. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I do give a fuck about, you know, you turn them, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? But the motherfuckers that have to pay for it, they're going to be worrying about it, and, you know, they'll take care of it like they always take care of it, because that's what they do. They work. Woo, woo! I know the police is scared. Oh no, we so scared and frightened. And so what? Keep tearing up this motherfucker city. It looks like shit. The schools are trifling. Keep your mind focused on whatever the white propaganda, whatever the football game, you know, fucking, you know, oh, you gotta get ready for Valentine's. Make sure you spend, you know, you gotta got jewelry, chocolate, whatever, so you could go get fucked. That's supposed to be Valentine's Day. That's supposed to be a treat for a woman. Go to the titty bar. Get your dick sucked. You can get AIDS through body fluids, and saliva is a body fluid. But don't tell nobody. Dumbass. And so what? You still been doing the same shit from 1972. I'm not impressed. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you don't fuck with. I don't know why you fuck with my mom. But I promise you, once I pop out of pussy, we two different separate people. That's how tradition in our family is. Just because you still a pussy ass stank bitch, that's not my fault. My shoes was never underneath your mama or your daddy bed. So check yourself, because you don't know me, bitch. You should have asked.